good afternoon, everybody. This is a lovely day to be getting ready to start working on some peanuts. So today we're going to be working on getting the peanuts flipped over and getting ready to start to harvest those. We can actually go to the place where we end up selling all the peanut, and you can pick up a buggy really easily. They just have them laying around. Most farmers actually just borrow peanut buggies from them instead of holding their own buggies and stuff like that, because they're such a specialty and you don't know how many you're going to really plant throughout the year. But one thing I do know I'm going to end up doing throughout the year is getting this thing ready to go. Got to go ahead and start flipping these peanuts over, because it has been a long time since we flipped some peanuts. But it's also be a sad time, because I have made a decision about this farm, and it does really affect the way this farm is going to run. I have made the decision that this is going to be the last harvest season on this farm. I know this farm just started here recently, but I just don't have the passion for it like I once did, and it's just not really been getting the views that you guys have been enjoying the other peanut series. So I've kind of decided I'm gonna come back to the peanut idea at a later time with a little bit better ideas so you guys can properly enjoy them. But doesn't mean we don't got an entire series we need to finish. So we're gonna finish this out. We're just gonna do our best, get this little bit done. We're gonna get that over there done, enjoy a little bit more cotton and peanut harvest, kind of wrap it up the way it should be wrapped up. It's a small little field that we got here, but it's still a really crucial field. This is our second peanut field, small, little itty bitty, but there's a lot of really good peanuts in here. We really took our best time, made sure it was fertilized to the best ability so that we can get the best results in harvest. All right, and that's simple. We're done with the field. So we'll take this on over here to the big field and get started. So right now we are finishing up the last headland right here. Just like that, we're done with that headland. So now we can move on in and get an actual rows done. I know we're not supposed to do headlands first with peanuts because you run them over, but I did it headlands first, just make my life a little bit easier while doing this, because it's a pain if you don't. So I'm gonna sit here, go up and down this entire field, get all of these peanuts flipped over so we can start harvesting some peanuts here in a little bit. Well, just like that, we are now done. Take this on back to where I rinsed it from. It's actually a really cheap one. We only end up having to pay about $2,000 since we're not doing that many acres. But now it's time for the fun part. Getting buggies and bringing them over, because we're going to need a lot of them. Now that looks like a train right there. We got 3 cars behind us. That's the max amount of cars that you can legally in the state of Georgia have behind you at one time with peanuts. So we're going to go with 3 cars right now. We're going to run these down there to the field, get them loaded, get them back over here, get them detached, and get us 3 brand new ones and bring it back to the shop. Something about this just says Southern Farming. So we're going to turn this. We got to go super, super, super wide for this right here. Bring it on over. Go, go, go. Bring it back close to that right there. Okay, we're good. Golden. We might end up actually having to put the weaker tractor on the other. I mean, we can see how it pulls it. I don't really want to, but we can. It's about to be really, really interesting. So we're going to see the old 44 got the horsepower to pull her. And for anybody who says that's unrealistic, seen one in the field the other day, kind of similar setup. So I don't want to hear that. We just got to go super slow with it. There we go. And then pull this on out. This just does not look right at all. I'll set this down right here. Turn that on. And start picking up some peanuts. We're going to start loading up all these peanuts into here and hopefully have ourselves a good little station. Tractor's pulling it actually really well. This is an older peanut harvester right here. This is probably, I'm going to say, a 2011, 12, around there. Before 2015, definitely. Just been spray painted, everything like that. Which realistically, I don't know if they still make the ones where you pull them behind the tractors anymore. Oh, I can definitely tell the horsepower difference. So if at the end of this field, I don't feel like this tractor's got enough oomph behind it, we're going to go take the duals off that, put some duals on this, and put this behind the gravity wagons, I guess you would call those. I'm just going to call them, yeah, I'm going to call those gravity wagons. I don't know the proper terminology. If you do, let me know down in the comment section down below. Yeah, no, she does not have the horsepower. We gave her a shot, so we'll go ahead and turn that off, lift her up, where she'll be able to pull it just fine. We're just going to put this right here on the buggies and kind of let the buggies kind of have this to pull it, I guess. Now, this is a completely harvested field and a completely almost full hopper. There we go. We'll load up this first one, get that one full. Pull up to this next one. Perfect. Heading to the next field, which is in fact the last field of peanuts. Sad to see. Sad, like I really do wish we had like more acres of peanuts because I really do love harvesting peanuts. Now we're probably not going to bring the carts back here as much as that sounds like a fun idea. I don't think that's a wise idea with all that right there. We're just gonna take this back up there, unload it, bring it back. Alrighty, first full hopper of the field. Actually came together a lot sooner than I thought. We actually got all the way to like right there. I thought we were easily going to get a whole pass all the way around because the way it was yielding didn't seem the best, didn't seem the worst, but got a little bit better than I thought. There we go. Second one full. Third one almost full. All right, let's go back to the field and get one more. There we go. That first headland gave us pretty much almost 2 complete hopperfuls of peanuts. It's going to be a pretty good yielding field, and we're going to make some insane money off of it. Come on. This is heavy for the old girl. I don't even know if the old girl can pull this, really. This is really getting, I don't know what to do with it right now. This is interesting because I thought we would have a little bit more pulling power than 7 miles an hour. We may actually have to rent a tractor just to pull the peanuts, which is insane to me. We're getting there slowly but surely. Definitely a lot of wheel slip. This thing is slipping like I've never seen before. But once we get past this right here, we should be good once we get on to some actual concrete. Come on. Come on. Oh, there about to be some unhappy people. There we go. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to be getting something to put behind here and kind of make sure that we can pull these things because right now we're not doing the best job. And $9,000 later, we got ourselves a little bit better of a tractor for this task. We're going to take these over here, get us 3 new ones, and let them unload it whenever they got time. But they also told me, this is the sad part, that they've only got room for 3 more of my trailers today, and the rest of it has to go to other clients of theirs. Because in the massive rains coming in, they want to take as many people's peanuts as possible. And they said mine is just on the back burner. Not the best news in the world, but we'll take what we can get. We're going to take 3 more and go load them up real fast. And then I guess we're going to call it a day. And just like that, 3 more is attained. We got to rush this back all the way back to the farm. Get these loaded up though. And it's not going to take long to load them up because we've already got our first load. I'm going to try to come back and convince them to let me take the last 4 to send out here. I know how fast we can get back. Maybe we can get back in time where somebody hasn't picked up some of them and we can snatch them from them, something. Well, I think there's only one way to do it. Let me go ahead and let's get this thing filled up real quickly. Bring it back over there and see if we can convince them to give us the rest of those trailers. And let's get those loaded as well. And we'll go ahead and call it a day after that. Well, we got the final wagon train ready to rock and roll. We ended up snatching 4 wagons this time around instead of the normal 3. Not supposed to do 4, but I did anyway because we really needed every bit of peanuts out of here that we could. And we still probably have like half the field still left to go. So this is going to take a long process. Alrighty, finally pulling in with the last load for the day of peanuts. So we'll pull this up over here and we're going to detach it and call it for the day. Well, today is a sad day on the farm. Today is the last day of harvest and we got ourselves some special equipment here to use. Today, guys, is going to be actually the last episode of the Georgia farm. I've actually found a really nice map that I want to switch over to called Tennessee Pulaski. It's a really good map. I've looked it over and that is definitely going to be the next series. So we got to wrap this up with some style. So today, guys, went ahead and rented all this cotton picking equipment and that is 9996 John Deere. On top of that, we got ourselves a bowl buggy and then of course the baler over there. Everything kind of hooked up, ready to go. Went ahead and had the crop sprayed by a custom harvester or by a custom place. We also made $200,000 on our original peanuts. We're not done with those yet either. We still got to eventually finish those up. So we may finish those up today or we just may leave them. I'm not 100% sure, but I know for a fact we do need to finish up this cotton. There we go. Now we can start harvesting this field. So far, so good at this cotton picker. This right here is an older 2000s cotton picker. It was pretty much basically what we could afford. It was around $20,000 to rent all this equipment, or we would have paid $50,000 to rent a newer combine. I didn't see that point, so I went ahead and just went with the older. Finally get to use this. This right here is a bowl buggy. This is actually one of the newer bowl buggies that just came out, and I've been super excited to use it for a while. Just haven't had the time or the chance to use it, but we do today. So all we gotta do is simply drive right underneath this right here, let it unload in here, go ahead and use the squeeze. Interesting. Never mind. So it's definitely gonna take multiple trips out of the bowl buggy then. So I guess that's something I need to do later on, is eventually go ahead and add a little bit more capacity to this little thing right here. Now we should be able to do my favorite part about this. Take all of it right here, flip it up. There we go. Start letting it build the bale. Now my favorite part about this new bowl buggy setup, and then of course baler setup, is the bales look a lot more realistic than what they would have back in the day. Instead of them just not being held by anything, there's actually tarps on them. I really like that fact, because they used to not. They used to just kind of be whatever they were. Well, now that we got that done, we got the first little part of the bale made. Went ahead and unloaded both of the bowl buggies into it. I think there's only one thing to do. Let's turn the radio up for the last time, and let's finish out some of this cotton. Let's see how many bales we can get out of these fields.
Baby ferns uncurling, every living thing.
Now we got both fields harvested. We are officially done with the cotton harvest, and we can also go ahead and unload this. So we'll go ahead and push that up right there, on out of the way, and pull forward. It is just that simple right there. So we end up with 2 cotton bales out of it, 2 complete cotton bales at least, and I am super happy with both of these. But ladies and gentlemen, I know this was a short video. I just wanted to go ahead and wrap up this series. If you guys like the southern farming, do not worry, it's not going really anywhere. We're switching maps. We're going to do this new map that's coming out, and I think I got a couple surprises that should make it into one of the best series that I've done in the southern region here lately. So thank you guys for love and support. Show to me, the entire family. See you guys all in the next video. Peace.